Alright guys, today BCJ, Brother Captain James, agreed to come over and play a game with me. The last few lists I've played and the lists I've wrote have been based on what models I've had painted. I like to play fully painted armies when I can, but this now I'm actually swinging over to the other side. After my game with Danny Internets, I've got a lot of theory hammer going on in my head, so I'm gonna try something out, and so I've been borrowing models and I've got some proxied. I'm getting ready to go through my list here, and this is I'm no badass list writer, but this is what I've come up with. Not as my ultimate. This would like to change, but this is what I've got right now. 2 Hive Tyrants, both with 2 Scything Talons, 2 sets of Scything Talons, both with the Hive Commander rule, with wings. So, and I'm playing that I'm assuming that they stack until FAQ comes out. 2 Zoanthropes, 2 sets of Zoanthropes, so 2 elite choices, both with landing spores, and then 2 lictors. My troop choices, all 6 are filled. 1 Turvagon, well, 2 Turvagons. I didn't give them catalyst because I wanted to sink the 15 to 30 points total into something else. 2 10-man Termagant squads with landing spores. Then I've got 5 Gene Stealers with landing spores. Then I bought a heavy Mawlock. And after the game, I'm going to go through and explain really why I chose what. It's very calculated, except for the troop choices. I've got a combo that I'm going to try, and we're going to see if it actually happens.
Hey, Brother Captain James here. Playing Black Matt's Tyranid Army today. Hopefully do well. Practicing for a tournament coming up. Quick army rundown. We got Ultramarines with Shrike, posing as 7th Company Commander. A Librarian with Null Zone, which is not going to come in handy in this game, and Gate of Infinity. 3 tactical squads, 3 Razorbacks, 2 Heavy Bolter, 1 Las Cannon, 1 5-man Scout Squad, Shotguns, Sergeant with a Power Fist and Shotgun, Land Speeder, Scout Land Speeder, what is it called? The Storm.
Storm. A
Dreadnought Multi-Melt, the Stormbolter. And then the big punch really is 3 Land Speeder Typhoons with Heavy Bolters, 2 Land Speeder Typhoons with Multi-Melters. And that's what we got going. 1850.
Okay guys, here we are. We got terrain set up. None of this obviously going to be here. We're playing, this is area, James?
Yeah,
you want to be
it's going to be area.
Okay. The big bush. James hates this, but here we are. Mission 1. Loot counters. Go ahead.
Deployment.
Deployment is 6.
Dawn of War.
Ugh.
Yay.
Alright, see what happens. Oh, James, roll. See who takes first turn. 3. 6.
I will take first turn.
Alright crew, this is deployment. These are in reserve, obviously they aren't on the board. One of the things I've done, I had a couple proxies, and let me get that out. The Carnifex is going to count as a Hive Tyrant because he's much bigger. So my 2 Hive Tyrants are the same size, and then this Carnifex, the old One Eye, and this old Hive Tyrant are both my Turvagons, so they're on the board. That's an actual pretty good deployment for Dawn of War. I mean, that's pretty powerful. James, did you reserve anything?
Oh, sorry. These guys are in reserve for for outflank.
Okay.
These guys.
So his big, huge unit?
Yeah, my big, huge unit. 10 Terminators, Strike,
outflank.
Fleet.
Okay. This is the unit. There's a Librarian, I take it.
Yes.
And a 5-man squad, and it's a Razorback. So we'll see what happens.
These are not on the board.
Alright guys, here we are. This is deployment. I've got a pretty powerful, or as far as I see it, a pretty powerful Dawn of War deployment. I got a Hive Tyrant down there, and I've got 2 Turvagons, 1 HQ, 2 troops. These are all my pods. I've got 2 of them are full. These 4 are going to be empty. So Gene Stealers are outflanking. Termagants are coming on in reserve. Maybe a mistake. I don't know. Then the Mawlock is also in reserve. These are filled with 1 squad of 2 Zoanthrope each.
Lictors too?
Oh, and Lictors, they're always in reserve. Yeah. And what James is doing is his deployment. He's got a Librarian, a 5-man Stern Guard squad?
No, regular tactical.
Regular tactical guys inside his Razorback. That counts as his full ability to deploy. What are you doing with the big squad?
They're walking on.
Big squad walking on. 10-man plus strike walking on. Everything's coming on your table edge except for the Tempest, right?
Yes.
Okay. Typhoon. No, it's a storm. Tempest storm, I think.
Whatever it's called.
Whatever it's called. Scouts and a land speeder. So my turn. We'll see what happens. All right, crew. Here we are. In a turn 1, beginning of turn 2. I played it kind of foolishly. I rushed my gaunts up there. I forgot, to be honest with you, I totally forgot about the 10-man assault Terminator squad. So he broke Shrike off and assaulted my my Tervigon. Excuse me, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. On my turn, one of them crapped out 14 gaunts, the other one crapped out 10. They both rolled doubles, so they aren't crapping anything out now. Then on James' turn, he moved forward. He fired a bunch of missiles and meltas from the I don't even know, land speeder typhoons. Got a bunch of wounds on me. Then he assaulted one of the gaunt squads, killed it with the assault, broke off Shrike in the movement phase, and then assaulted the Tervigon. So here it is on my turn, and this is really where my theory is coming into play, but I thought, well, whatever. I didn't, again, of course, didn't read the rules. So I've got 4 empty pods coming down. I've got a roll for outflanking Gene Stealers. Got a roll for some Zoanthropes coming on. We're going to see what happens. Alright, rolling for reserves. Where we're playing it, we're playing +2 because I've got 2 Hive Tyrants with Hive Commander, so I'm getting +2. Alright, here we go. I've got 4 empty drop pods, or drop spores. And they are coming in on, let's see, I need a 4, a 2 or better? Yeah. 2 or better. All 4 in. Got a Mawlock. He's not in. God dang it. That really sucks. Deep Striking Hive Tyrant with wings. Oh, what am I doing? Deep Striking Hive Tyrant. He's in. 2 Gaunt Squads. Walking on. They're in. 2 Gene Stealers. Outflanking. They're on. And the Zoanthropes. Drop pods that they're in. Okay, those are both in. Everything but the Mawlock. And this was the 2
lictors.
Oh, and 2 lictors. Shit. No, one lictor, 1 squad, 2 lictors. That's it.
They roll separately because they deploy separately, I think.
Well, we'll check that rule. We'll check it in. I think it's 1 to 3 brood. It doesn't say. Well, we'll see. Right. So everything in but the Mawlock. The one thing that I absolutely freaking wanted.
Well. He started it off the board and walked it on.
Yeah, he was. James pointed out an excellent tactic here, guys. Is that started out, burrow it in my movement phase before he ever gets on the board, then it automatically comes on, and it's basically an auto roll, auto arrive.
Auto arrival.
Yeah, auto arrive. So that was an excellent foresight on James, but as usual, I don't listen to him. Guys, bottom of 2, coming up on 3. As you can see, James taking out the wall pretty effectively. He blasted a bunch of stuff. I came in and I disabled some stuff, brought in a lictor back here. You guys didn't get to see it. Got turned around. I appeared right behind the Dreadnought. Didn't do anything. Kind of failed. All the drop pods, they destroyed one of the land speeders. I blasted a Razorback to hell. James kind of surprised me over here, and he's kind of taken this really well. He's brought this in, and I've outflanked some Gene Stealers over there, but I've still got, looks like 6 of those Terminators to deal with. This is a Hive Tyrant, the Deep Struck, so these guys are going to be able to go. I've got 4 of them still up there. I've got this here, and I've got the Mawlock coming in. James, here it is on a 2 or better. It's in. So, we're gonna, this is, guys, my theory, no, I'll explain that here in a video by itself.